guys, I'm Layla. Today we are in Raid Shadow Legends and we're checking out the Festival of Creation. What's really fun is Raid actually added in some lore for this. And my guess is looking at this quickly is the lore is also going to incorporate Lord Entertainer Fabian, which is a recent lore story I did too, so make sure you check that if you did not read his story. What I'm going to do is we're actually going to read this now. I haven't read it all. I don't know what it is. And so let's see what we have for in-game lore for the Festival of Creation. It was during the fabled fourth dance of creation that Lume and Seroth brought about the existence of Teleria, and it is this event that many peoples of the world mark in the annual Festival of Creation. The birth of the world is celebrated differently all over Teleria. In Aravia, the great kingdom of the High Elves, the festival is held in a way no other people can match them in. Formal dinners and dances. For the elite, they are truly beautiful events. Every effort is made by hosts to ensure aesthetic, musical, and culinary perfection. Dress codes, decorations, and even enchanted food selections are coordinated to create glittering vistas of light resembling Lumea's radiance. Musicians spent the entire year in rehearsal for a single night's performance. Their feather harps are made from the heartwood of Arabian soothnote trees bred specifically for the purpose. The instrument's strings, the twined hairs of thoroughbred marble-maned steeds. Food provided is also nothing less than a triumph. Arabia's agricultural wealth supersedes that of all other lands. Each harvest faultlessly bountiful thanks to well-tended lands and rivers, as well as careful hydromancy and thermomancy. Guests can expect platters of smoked glitter salmon, caramelized pear plums, silk-like slices of golden wheat sourdough bread, and countless other delicacies, all prepared by lauded chefs who have spent months honing their recipes and decades practicing their craft. Over the years, many glorious dinner dances have been hosted for the royalty and nobility of Aravia. An artificial lake complete with swans and island gardens was created by Unduriel Silvertongue. A trio of mages belonging to the great family Meniver created a floor-to-ceiling vision of the cosmos and constellations within their grand ancestral ballroom, each star and nebula drifting in perfect harmony with its real equivalent in the sky itself. The magnificence of these events has several purposes. Those who hold them successfully take great pride in their achievement. Of course, they mark the creation of Teleria and are therefore pious occasions. But they are also seen as a rejection of the world's barbarianism and a projection of elven superiority. To make a point, elite formals were even held throughout such bloody events as the Galan and Second Great Wars. Despite the best efforts of the hosts, these were relatively muted affairs given how many would-be attendees were away on campaign or had been killed or mangled. A dance senses to be so when several dozen guests have lost limbs or eyes to the blades and mauls of orcs and demon spawn. Despite the wonders of these balls and many others, none have earned quite the reputation as those hosted by Lord Entertainer Fabian. Though a human, and therefore lacking the longer lifespan typically enjoyed by elves, few others in Aravia have even undertaken the responsibility of hosting festival creation celebrations as consistently as he did. His hard work paid off. Despite his humanity, he was believed to have found the perfect blend of standards, entertainment, and taste, and few invites were seen as more exclusive than those to his dinner dances. Each year, his parties had an entirely different theme, with accompanying menu and music, and he kept as many details as possible a surprise to delight his guests. His secret to his success? Passion. His parties were no vehicle intended to help him achieve political success, nor side projects to military campaigns. They were ends in themselves. Despite the beauty and splendor of Arabian celebrations and the renown to be one in hosting them well, there's ever-increasing extravagance between competing nobles. Taste is the most important concern of all. To host an event regarded as a little much, or somewhat colorful, would bring shame to a family for years, even generations, depending on the extent of the criticism. The story of how this came to be is lost to time, but it was the brainchild of any individual, and has almost certainly prevented an unsustainable spiral of increasing cost and rivalry. The Arabian nobility might not be able to fully compete with each other in the organizing of festival parties, but the general undercurrent of Arabian political life does not slow down during the Festival of Creation. In fact, gossip and politicking became yet more rife, as the annual dinner dances are one of few opportunities each year when members of hundreds of families might be congregated in a single space. Is an opportunity unlike any other to pass on news, spread rumors, strike trade agreements, or arrange marriages. It is arguable that more deals and more governing is done over the canopy table at large galas for the festival of creation than in the royal court. Entire careers and even genealogies have been made or ruined at a single festival ball over the centuries. Guys, I gotta say, this is not the story that I expected. I know that Raid has given us commercials before for the Festival of Creation, with like the Arbiter, and like I remember one in particular has Kale and also has Sun Wukong, for example. So this is not what I was expecting, but I would love to know what you guys think. Drop me a comment down below. What do you think about this lore story for the Festival of Creation? Is it something you thought that it would be as well too? Were you expecting something kind of different? And thanks for watching.